your two favorite guys, Ryan and Steve from the Vinyl Record Mission.
Hey everyone, Steve here from the Vinyl Record Mission, and like I said in last week's video, we were not going to have a dig this week, and I thought I'd do another video and share with you also some records, but also a little bit about Ryan and myself, something that we both have in common and that we hold very dear to our hearts, and that's Taos, New Mexico. It's northern Taos. It's a city called Arroyo Hondo, which is about maybe 15-20 minutes north of Taos. If you're not familiar with Taos, it's about a half an hour, 45 minutes south of the Colorado border, so it's the northernmost of New Mexico high desert that you can get. You get all the seasons in perfection. As you can see the clouds behind me, you can almost touch them. We're about 7,300 feet. And this is my place here on about an acre and a half of land, and I'll take you for a quick little walk here and show you. That's the road right there. That takes you further into some more houses that are out there, but this is my property here, and that's my view. Look at that. There's literally nothing around us. Ryan's grandfather at one point in time owned like 350 acres. I mean, all that behind us was owned by his grandfather, all the way up to, you see that mountain, let's see, is that mountain right there? Yeah, all the way up to there. That's like hundreds of acres of property. So this is the view from my front yard. All that down there is all my property down to the edge of those trees. There's like it's about a full acre and a half. On this other side, you see like right around here on this other side of the road, all the way up to like over there is all Ryan's land right there. That's all Ryan's land. It's like 10 acres of land. Right, that's Red River over there. You can see that's still snow-capped mountains. That's a half an hour drive from our house. And then these are the San Cristobal Mountains here. And if you keep going over this way, you're going to end up in Taos Ski Valley. Back in there, you can see there's another cap of white snow. That's Ryan's mom and dad's place right there, that greenhouse. There's still some snow in the mountains behind there. And then you come up here, this is all southern New Mexico that we can see. And it's so amazing because it's an unobstructed view. You can actually see when there's storms down there. You can see the rain falling from the sky. It's really, really beautiful. So a couple times a year, Ryan and I make it up here together for a trip. He comes and visit his folks, and my wife and I come up and stay in our place for a couple weeks, usually around 4th of July and that time of the year. But yeah, I'm sitting in my garage, which is literally right behind me, you see, and we just hang out here, man, crack a bottle of whiskey. I usually catch a sunrise every single morning I come out here. I'm an early riser. The sun rises every single morning without fail, unless it's cloudy and rainy, right over those mountain ridges, and it's absolutely stunning. On the other side of the house is where I sit and watch sunsets, amazing, bright, fiery red sky sunsets. And those are on the regular every day as well. So New Mexico has some of the most beautiful skies that you'll ever see. You rarely see skies that blue. Look at how blue that is. And the clouds, you can almost reach out and touch them. They're super bright white. Yeah, so this is a place where me and Ryan get away to and hang out. And I'll tell you what, there's some beautiful records up here too that we found over the last probably 5 to 7 years. I have found some amazing twofers, if you know what twofers are. They are the economical versions of very high-priced original pressings that very few of us can afford anymore these days. And these twofers are even getting a little bit out of hand. I mean, they're ranging anywhere from, I've seen them up to $75 for, $100 for sealed copies. But you can pick them up for anywhere from 25 to 50 bucks, and you're listening to $1,000 music. I mean, these recordings are remastered by very, very great engineers. The first four I'm going to show you are remastered by Rudy Van Gelder himself, the original mastering engineer of the twofer of the original pressings. Excuse me. Santa Fe Brewing, little IPA goes a long way up here. So this first one is John Coltrane's More Lasting Than Bronze. This is absolutely outstanding. Personnel on here is John Coltrane, of course. You got Donald Byrd, Paul Chambers, Red Garland, Lewis Hayes, Albert Heath, Earl May, Shahib, Johnny Splon, Arthur Taylor, and Mal Waldron. Yeah, there's 2 albums on here that you get. That's why they call them twofers. I'm sure you know that already. But you got Lush Life. I mean, come on. An OG pressing of that will set you back quite a bit. And then just the album Coltrane. Both released on Prestige, and both just amazing albums. This thing sounds tremendous. Remastered, of course, by Rudy Van Gelder. I mean, what more would you expect? Then I've got this. This is another amazing album. This is Chet Baker and Jerry Mulligan right here doing their thing. Everybody loves a little West Coast jazz, and these guys do it better than anybody. That's also also remastered by Rudy Van Gelder. Another one remastered by Rudy Van Gelder is this Thelonious Monk twofer with Art Blakey on drums, Percy Heath, Max Roach, and Sonny Rollins joining him as well. Yeah, these records are just outstanding, man. This next one is the Miles Davis record here. This is amazing. This is Cooking with Miles Davis on side 1 and 2, and side 3 and 4 is Relaxin' with the Miles Davis Quintet, which are both just iconic records. But if you want one of those in OG condition, in mint condition like these records can be, man, you're looking at, a couple $1,000s. Here's another one. This is the great Jazz at Massey Hall here, and the greatest jazz concert ever. We've got Charlie Parker, Dizzy Gillespie, Bud Powell, Charles Mingus, and Max Roach on this twofer here, which is another really, really great concert. This is one of my favorites right here. This is the Red Garland Quintet with John Coltrane and Donald Byrd. Oh man, this is so good. This has the album Soul Junction on here, which goes for like $800 to $1,000 in mint condition. And then you also have the Red Garland Quintet featuring John Coltrane and Donald Byrd. Those albums are just so hard to come by, but you can listen to them on these, and it sounds so good. I mean, to most of us, you can't hear the $900 difference or the $950 difference. You just can't hear it. This is a great one too. This is Art Farmer, Farmer's Market. I have this album, an OG pressing of this, and I did not pay a lot of money for it. I'm very fortunate to have that one, but I'm also happy to have this up here in Taos, so I don't have to bring my records up here when I come on vacation. I was so happy when I got these because I like to have a little collection up here. I call them my second string records, and my first string is at home, and when we come out here a couple times a year, I like to have some good music to listen to, and so I go digging out here. We go all the way into Colorado looking for records. We go south into southern New Mexico, into Española, and we just find great records. Here's another one. This is a Prestige also. This is Oliver Nelson right here with one of my favorite drummers, Roy Haynes. This is one of my favorite albums from him, which is Screamin' the Blues. That's an amazing record. One of my favorite songs, March On, March On, is on here. And what else has he got? Let's see. The other record is Straight Ahead, sides 3 and 4, Straight Ahead on New Jazz. Roy Haynes has a great record on New Jazz. If you ever see it, don't leave it behind. It's called Cracklin'. It's a very expensive record, so hopefully you'll find it in the wild. Then let's see, we've got some Milestone right here, some twofers for Milestone. It's just Sonny Rollins, and then I've got also some other Millstone or Milestone. This is Art Blakey Thermo on here. These are killer records, man, and they sound so good when they're in mint condition. they are just, it's hard to tell the difference. Here's the big beat with Blakey, Max Roach, Elvin Jones, and Philly Joe. They're all getting down on this thing. This is a drummer's record right here, baby. And then you got this one here with my favorite, of course, Bill Evans, yeah, and Cannonball Adderley. They did some nice work together as well. And then also I found this Blue Note one up here, Fats Navarro, or Fats Navarro, however you want to say it. But this has some great Blue Note work from Fats on here as well. So those are my twofers that I found up here digging, and I found a whole lot more up here. Some stuff I have taken home to Pasadena, where I reside most of the time. Eventually we're going to retire up here in this northern New Mexico. We've got our property and our home situated, so we're ready to go. Yeah, I've been very fortunate to find some really nice records up here that I don't have to take home, that I can leave up here for when we come visit. This is what you've been listening to in the background. I don't know if you've been able to hear it, but this is Library of Sands right here. Yeah. This is from, this gentleman's name is Nene Shinewater, I think. Let me see. Yeah, Nene Shinewater. It's the first. I've never heard of this guy. And I find a lot of music like this up here. Very, very mystical. This area is just magical. The wind's really picking up. But yeah, you find a lot of really great ambient records, spiritual records, meditation type music, just some really abstract, obscure stuff up here, because there's so much going on with the whole, you know, a lot of the crystals and all that kind of magical mystery tour stuff. But anyways, I'll do another video on some of the other records that I found that are not twofers, that are, you know, outside maybe different genres. I found some jazz, I found some rock, and some other stuff. But for now, I just wanted to share those twofers with you. And you can know that you can actually listen to really, really great music at very, very affordable prices, and learn about jazz at the same time. So thanks for joining me up here in New Mexico. Hope you enjoyed the little video that I shared with you about Ryan and myself and our little, you know, private paradise up here where our families are. So until next time, in the next dig, which should be in about a week or two, take care.
If you haven't, make sure you hit like and subscribe to the Vinyl Record Mission, so that way you don't miss out on any future content. More videos coming your way.